when we deleted the anchor text, remember this one, the W2?
Yep.
Write an informational text to examine a topic and convey ideas and information clearly. And I said that's a super standard. When you unpack it, it's just going to get annoying. What are the details? The A, the B, the C, the D. Those are the skills. So you might unpack it to pull a couple of pieces of content, but when it gets into the skills, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. So what that means is when you get into it, it's okay if you behaviorally just go in. They're gone.
Oh,
You don't need
nice.
those. I know, it's a little heart-wrenching right there. Tell your colleagues it's okay. Because what they're looking at is that I have to renumber everything. But I'm really okay with that. I would rather have this be super precise and worry about the numbers later. All right, so now who else had something? I've got introduce. Now let's look at what the student has to do with my content. They need to introduce a topic. They need to provide a general observation and focus. Yep. Can you almost see the rubric or checklist that we're using?
I was just thinking
I
that.
know, right? Life becomes so nice when we do this. They have to group related information logically. They have to include formatting when useful to aiding comprehension, which means if they do special formatting, I almost see a blank line where you tell me why that made it more clear to your reader. They have to develop the topic. Wow, that one just almost didn't even feel clear, right? But what would they do? Oh, they have to link ideas within and across categories of information. They have to use words, phrases, and clauses. Do I need the EG in here?
No, it's over there.
No, because where do I already have it? All right, hold on, I'm going to start editing now. Develop the topic is going. I'm deleting the EG. Now, using. Yeah, I could go right. Let's just look at it with use first. Parallel structure, folks. And spelling. Use words, phrases, and clauses, and use precise language and domain-specific vocabulary. I'm not feeling that those verbs are observable and measurable enough for me here.
How can we write without using words?
Right? That's awesome. But what I tell the kids is word choice. Don't I write that on every paper? Word choice, word choice.
Choose words.
That's it. Choose. I could have done that. Right?
I didn't say it, Jen. Jen said it. But I am pretty cool. You are.
Now use here, use precise language and domain-specific vocabulary. Technically, what I have them do is make sure that they're using it from the sources that I'm giving. I could get away with it. How do you feel about me keeping use there?
Yeah.
Then we have inform about or explain the topic.
If you did all that other stuff, you did it.
There we go. But they do have to provide a concluding statement or section related to the information or explanation presented. Is that a precise thing?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Would you write just provide a conclusion?
Yep.
Or would you leave all the other stuff in there?
Depends on how precise I feel I need to be. I have some groups who absolutely just provide a concluding statement or section. And it can look just like that. Some people liked the added detail because when you look at the difference between 5th grade and 4th grade, so if you pulled up 4th grade, where are you? Can you read your version of that standard for me real quick? That part? If that's a major distinction, we tend to leave it in because it's their piece of the puzzle.
It is. That's important.
Right, and so that becomes important, and so depending on what they say, we decide whether I keep it there.
Provide a concluding statement or section related to the information or explanation presented.
So it's exactly the same. So I could delete it if I wanted to, because it doesn't seem to be the piece that makes or breaks it. 6th grade, where are you? Could you read yours?
Provide a concluding statement or section that follows from the information or explanation presented.
So follows from is the part that was different. That would stay. How are we doing? Does that make sense? Those are the most difficult parts. If you can do that standard, the rest are really easier. They're a consistent format. What I'd like to do is take about an hour now, and I'd like you to go in, and this is a work session. So you can unpack together, you can divide and conquer. If you want to go back and really finish some of those essential questions, that's fine. But just at your table, come up with your plan. How do you want to work for an hour? What do you want to get done in that
One
space?
unit.
I want at least unpacked one unit by the end of the day.